Yo, fuck off, bro.
I will break down your phone now. Take that phone away from.
How dare you?
A few months ago, I'm filming a vlog talking about Japan is so safe that even in the most dangerous area of Japan, you can still walk around, sightsee, and kind of enjoy it as an upstanding citizen as long as you're not engaging with the sketchy nightlife. You don't really have to worry about violence, nobody's just gonna attack you out of nowhere, and that's pretty cool. Almost like it was scripted, 45 seconds into the video, this happened. And, oh, what the f? It's crazy because you come to Japan and, oh, I feel like if there was something like this in America, it would just be an absolute and too dangerous really for any civilized person to enjoy. But it's crazy because you come to Japan and what? Who the hell is this guy? Where did he come from? Why is he so angry about me taking a vlog in a very touristy area right in front of the Godzilla head statue?
Nah.
I know, what a beast. Should I scream that Y word? I will kill you. I will fucking kill you. They are gangsters. Let's go up to my friend. Where's a good club?
I said stop that bullshit.
What bullshit?
The bullshit you are doing, stop it.
Napadale says,
Okay,
get a lens of DP. We'll soon shut him up.
Bro, what are you doing? Get the fuck out of here.
What's it,
Bro,
bro?
get the fuck
Yo,
out of here.
fuck off, bro.
I will
What's
break
your
down your
problem?
phone now. Take that phone away from. Take that phone away from me.
Fuck off, bro. Okay.
I post the video online and countless victims have been reaching out to me through email and on Instagram, drugged, attacked, assaulted, robbed by this group of Nigerian or African touts or catchers, scammers that hang out in the Kabukicho area and apparently have been there for 20 or 30 years. Why are we allowing this to happen? How come the Japanese government isn't doing anything about this? How come the police don't do anything about this? And what the hell kind of visas are these guys coming to Japan on?
Okay, so it was December of 2022. It was my first time in Japan. I was there with some friends. This is just a few weeks after Japan opened up for tourism. Basically just out in Shinjuku, drinking, you know, in that touristy area where the Godzilla is. Met up with another American, actually, who was also from the greater Los Angeles area, like myself. And we just decided to hang out for the night and, you know, go drinking, walked around Golden Gai. Kind of what a lot of tourists do their first time in Tokyo. Got moderately drunk, ended up talking to one of those Nigerian promoters who lured us into a karaoke club, offered free drinks, kind of the whole routine. Handed us karaoke microphones, kind of brought girls to our table, gave us free drinks, and it was basically lights out from there. Woke up the next morning, kind of confused, and he messaged me on WhatsApp and said, "Hey dude, do you think we were roofied? What happened?" I said, "No man, we were just drinking, no big deal." Thought about it a little bit more, and things just weren't adding up. I'm a relatively heavy drinker sometimes. I know I can handle at least, you know, 10 to 12 drinks if I'm spaced out, and I had probably a third or half of that. I mean, it just made no sense that I could black out and be so sick and not remember the whole evening. So I ended up watching a YouTube video titled like scams to watch out for in Tokyo, and basically heard about a tourist a couple of years before that had experienced something very similar. He said he was taken into a club, was roofied, and robbed. And I started having flashbacks of the night before, and chills just went down my spine. I remember, well, I don't remember a lot, but I had this memory of being put into another room, calling my friends, crying, saying that I needed help, and they were taking all my money, while my body couldn't fight back at all, though. So they were, whoever it was, I don't quite remember if it was the Nigerian people or if it was Japanese bar, staff or the girls. They were, they took all my cash, and they had access to my wallet, taking all my money. I looked at my bank statement and saw that they had drained, I forget what it was, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. But it was on credit, and I was able to call my bank and get it all figured out, thank God. So, and I think my guard, I think a lot of tourists' guards are down when they go to Tokyo because they're the most safe major cities in the world, which it definitely is. You're not thinking the worst can happen when you're in a place like Shinjuku, but my story is obviously one that's all too common, and you gotta watch out.
Each time I find myself laying flat on my face, I just pick myself up and get back in the race. That's right. That's right. And
That's what they do. They offer you English-speaking girls, Japanese girls. A lot of times you think, okay, well, I've been in Japan for 2 weeks now. This is toward the end of my trip. Nobody speaks English here. Nobody's super friendly. You know what? This is refreshing. This guy just approached me in friendly English. Yeah, you know what? Why not? I'll follow this guy. Hell, he's offering me a discount. He's offering me free drinks. You take a couple sips of that drink. Next thing you know, you're waking up the next morning with no cash in your wallet and your credit card maxed out. Being locked in another room, crying, seeking help, not being able to fight back. How traumatizing is that? What the fuck is going on here? And why have so many other victims for 20 or 30 years been speaking out about the same issue and nothing's happening? Let's read some emails from some other victims. I was there last week and I was repeatedly approached by all these men, which are all from areas like Ghana, etc. One guy in specific offered to let me use the toilet in the venue. I clearly stated that I did not want a drink or anything, but I just need somewhere to go pee. I tried to leave. He became extremely aggressive and in my face, holding the door shut, not allowing me to leave, yelling that I had disrespected him and I was rude for using the toilet without buying anything. I nearly got into a fist fight with him. But luckily enough, I had been talking to the bar owner previously. He turned up at just the right time to defuse the situation. The overall experience of practically being held hostage just for going to the toilet was terrible. I was having a lot of fun on the streets of Shinjuku, but after that ordeal, it totally ruined the vibe of the area for me.
How dare you? What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Isn't it kind of sad that you have to come up with an evasion plan for violent characters in Tokyo, one of the safest cities in the entire world? Greetings, I've seen on Reddit that you're making a story about the thugs in Shinjuku and you're looking for stories? Well, here's mine. One of these thugs walked up to me spewing some BS about how the club has women ready for me, offering the women for sexual favors. I politely declined and kept walking. The guy reached out and grabbed my jacket sleeve. I proceeded to yank my arm away and said, "Fuck you," to him. The guy then threatened to stab me and started speaking in his native tongue. He threatened to stab him. I want you guys to remember this part right here because this is important and this is a recurring theme in the tout files. Threatening to stab you. Does that sound like Japan? Hi James, my name is Blank and I was in Tokyo back in November of 2024. A friend of mine and I were in Shinjuku near Golden Gai. They followed us around and up and down streets shouting at us and saying, "We can get you girls. You want a drink? Come to this bar." They tried pulling on our sleeves and putting their arms around us to try to make us walk to where they wanted us to go. After we said no multiple times, my friend got shoved and pushed and we got cursed at. Assaulted. We were walking around in the nightlife area, very touristy area, the Golden Gai drinking district, Omoide Yokocho, the Godzilla Head, Whole Cinemas, the movie theater right in the middle of Tokyo, as well as countless bars and clubs that many upstanding normal citizens frequent all the time, don't really want to have to deal with people walking up, tugging on their shirt sleeves, putting their arms around them, and threatening to stab them. Of course, tourists may not know better, but at least amongst the people that live here, they usually just tell you, oh yeah, that happens, just don't go there. Oh yeah, that happens, but those guys are generally friendly. Until they drug you. Until they say they're gonna stab you. Well, yeah, sometimes they walk up and put their arm around you or pull on your jacket sleeve, but hey, whatever, that's not really a big deal. I would say that's a big deal, and we're tired of it. If you've been a victim of similar crimes in this area, Kabukicho, send me an email, guys, yungjamez@gmail.com. Send me an Instagram message, YUNGJAMEZ. Let's get to the bottom of this, speak out on behalf of the victims, and hopefully prevent more people from being drugged, robbed, and attacked in one of the safest cities in the entire world.